Hello, I'm Dick Rawlings. I'm on the board of Easter Seals and have been since 1999, and was blessed to be one of the founders of Veterans Count. And it happened because after 9/11, with all that was happening to our reserve units and National Guard units in New Hampshire being sent to the Middle East, their families left behind had no place to turn to if they had an issue or needed some help. And Mike Salter, who was on the board of Easter Seals with me at the same time, both of us being Vietnam vets. He got together with me and John Stephen, Matt Albuquerque, and a couple other guys to talk about what in the world can we do, what's going on with our vets. We started Veterans Count Club. We went out to our friends and we raised thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and coordinated with Larry Gammon, the president of Easter Seals then, and he allocated some care coordinators who could access this money and get out into the veterans community and solve multiple problems. You know, fix the refrigerator, replace the stove, pay the rent, get the car fixed. And so it really did make a big difference. Back in the late 60s and early 70s, if you were in service in the military, you were not respected at all, period. When I got back from my second tour in Vietnam, I needed to find a job. So I went to the Civic Center in Baltimore, Maryland. But having just come back from Vietnam, I didn't have any decent civilian clothes to wear, so I wore my Army uniform. I was a captain in the Army. I was there for nearly 4 hours. Not one person would talk to me. But it's not like that anymore. Our veterans are getting the respect that they deserve, and people really do care. My wife and I were in Ireland about 10 years ago, and as we were waiting for our flight back home, the U.S. Air Force plane landed, and about 15 to 20 minutes later, there's some clapping started, and yelling and singing. I turned around, and U.S. Army soldiers were coming down the aisle. It was a standing ovation. The people clapped, and they were congratulating and thanking. I felt like $1 million when that happened. Really. I felt so good to see that. And that was until the last soldier left. People were standing there and clapping and congratulating. This is a really special organization. And having Veterans Count grow like it's grown, and the care coordinators and the work that they do, serving and helping those veterans and their families that are in need, make a difference. Yes, indeed.